A very good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome for the session on forgiveness and meditation. We are doing Incarnation's forgiveness, and today is the fourth day when we are doing healing with self, relationship healing with ourselves. Now, as we have already said, this is perhaps one of the most important forgiveness healing that we need to do. If our relationship with ourselves is not good, is not healthy, is not happy, then it is extremely difficult for us to have healthy, harmonious relationships with others. That is the reason why, in the last 3 days, we have done healing of the inner child who's there within us. Because most of the time, our grievances, our hatred, our anger is connected to our childhood, is connected to that small little child who's there within us. So it is very, very important that we can identify the problems, the hurt, the pain, all the root cause which has harmed, hurt that child within us. And then we meet that child, we hear out his or her pain, and we finally try to find out why we are what we are. हम आज जो भी है वो क्यों है उसका मेन रीजन वजह हमें अपने ही बचपन में ढूंढना है. This is what we have done in the last 3 days. This is what we have been trying to practice in the last 3 days when we have done a lot of self forgiveness and a lot of healing for our own relationship with ourselves. Now, today is day 4 of this series, and today our topic is to heal all guilt within us. Sometimes we are so full of guilt that at a deeper level we feel that we will never be able to forgive ourselves. Maybe we have committed some mistake. Maybe we have hurt somebody. We have not understood something correctly. Maybe we could have done something better, but we did not do it. There could be many, many things in our life. And perhaps it will be a different thing in each one of our life. Maybe I am suffering with a different guilt. Maybe you are suffering with a different guilt. But if there is a guilt within us, if it is a very deep rooted guilt, then that guilt will lead to self hatred, low self esteem, and perhaps the tendency of not forgiving oneself. मैंने बहुत बार बहुत लोगों को ये बोलते हुए सुना है कि मैं कभी खुद को माफ नहीं कर पाऊंगा, मैं कभी खुद को माफ नहीं कर पाऊंगी. I will never be able to forgive myself because of this thing that I have done. Sometimes they even call their mistakes to be a sin. अपनी गलतियों को even एक पाप का दर्जा दे देते हैं लोग. I am not saying it is right or it is wrong, but I am just saying that if you cannot forgive yourself, then can you truly forgive others? Can you really have a, a good relationship with others if you feel that you yourself do not deserve forgiveness? If you truly feel that you are such a big sinner, if you feel you're such a big criminal or such a bad person who doesn't deserve forgiveness, then can you actually heal others, forgive others, have good relationship with others? Don't you think somewhere deep down within you, you will feel that if I cannot deserve forgiveness, then I don't deserve these good relationships. I don't deserve such good parents. I don't deserve such good spouse. I don't deserve friends. don't you think you will be actually harming all your relationships if you feel that you yourself do not deserve it? Think about it for once. Many of us, knowingly or even unknowingly sometimes, suffer with guilt energy. And usually these guilt energies are from our past. Maybe one of us have made some big mistake. Maybe one of us have hurt our parents. Maybe one of us, because of whatever reason, has cheated on someone, has betrayed someone. Maybe one of us failed in life again and again. And because of these things that has happened in our life, we feel that we cannot forgive ourselves. We have done such a big crime that we don't deserve forgiveness. Sometimes I have heard people saying कि मुझसे इतनी बड़ी गलती हो गई है कि भगवान भी मुझे माफ नहीं करेंगे. Let me tell you, my friends, God is all loving. God is all merciful. We are all children of God. That is what we say every day, isn't it? God is going to forgive you instantly if you are aware of your mistake, if you learn your lesson, and if you say sorry from the heart with truth, honestly, if you say sorry, God is ready to forgive you instantly, because all God wants is His children to learn the lesson, grow, and evolve. Now, let us connect this point to the incarnation's forgiveness that we are doing. Now, let us consider that you have seriously made a very big mistake, or I have seriously made a very, very big mistake. चलो ठीक है, की गलती. Now, the question is, why did I make this mistake? Why did you make such a big mistake? Or maybe a crime, or maybe whatever you're calling it to be, a sin. Why did you do it? Think. First point is, it is karma. Nothing can happen without karma. Maybe the sin that you have done, the crime that we have done, or the mistake that we have done was required, was necessary to fulfill or neutralize the karma of the person who actually suffered, who was our victim. I'll take simple examples here. Say, for example, I cheated upon someone. I made a big mistake, right? But the person with whom I cheated, maybe that person was connected to me through many, many incarnations. And that person had in his karma that he will be facing this problem. He will actually have to go through a relationship betrayal to neutralize his karma. Because of that, I was just a medium. I agree I made a mistake, but that mistake was a part of a karmic process. And number two, the even more important point, my own karma, my own lesson. I made that mistake so that I can learn from that mistake. I, the soul, can evolve after learning my lesson, and my next incarnation will be better. I will be neutralizing my past karma. All these things happen, and they are happening 24 by 7 on a very, very natural way, even if you and I are not aware of it, even if you and I are not really sitting every moment and judging that, okay, today my karma got neutralized, today Mr. X karma got neutralized, today I learned this lesson, this thing has been done. We are not keeping a track of it. But somewhere down there is someone who is keeping track of it, who is keeping track of every action, every karma, everything that is getting neutralized, and everything that is getting created every day, with every action that we are doing. You and I don't need to keep a track of it. But you and I, what do we need to do? Learn the lesson. If you have made a mistake, if you have committed a crime, even if you have committed a sin, it is done. You can constantly hate yourself. You can go in guilt. You can keep on saying that I will never forgive myself. But that will not help you. That will not help the soul grow. What you need to do, what I need to do, what we all need to do in such a situation is to accept our mistake. First point. Number two, accept the fact that it is karma, karma of me, karma of the other person who is involved. Number three, say sorry. Ask for forgiveness for the mistake, for the crime, for the sin. At the same time, forgive others. Because if you deserve forgiveness, others deserve forgiveness too. Maybe somebody else had made the same mistake. Maybe in this incarnation, maybe in another incarnation. If, for example, I have betrayed Mr. X in this incarnation, that means maybe Mr. X had betrayed me in some incarnation. So, in this incarnation, I am asking you to forgive yourself. So, don't you think you need to forgive Mr. X also for his past incarnations? For every incarnation in which he has betrayed you? So, this is exactly what we need to do. We need to understand our mistake, accept it that yes, I have made a mistake. Number two, stop hating yourself, stop going into guilt, stop saying that I will never forgive myself. Number three, accept it is a part of karma, it is a part of the evolution process. You and I will grow by making mistakes, learning from those mistakes. Number four, yes, learn your lesson. Learn your lesson that I will not repeat this mistake again. Number five, say sorry. I am sorry for my mistakes. Number six, forgive all the people who have done these mistakes before. That is the reason why forgiveness doesn't only get completed by saying I am sorry. It has to be it has to be completed by saying that I forgive you too. I forgive every other soul and I ask for forgiveness from every other soul. This is where forgiveness gets completed. And believe me, God is waiting to forgive you. Lots of karma are waiting to forgive you. There is no point in saying, I will never forgive myself. You are not bigger than God, right? So if God can forgive you, why can't you forgive yourself? Guilt will lead to nowhere. Forgiveness will lead to the growth of the soul. On that note, let us start the forgiveness practice today. I request each one of you, please close your eyes, relax yourself. Very, very slowly, be aware of your life. Be aware of your entire life. Think about that aspect of your life where you have a guilt, where you feel you have done a mistake, a big, big mistake. Think about your life where you feel you have committed a crime or committed a big, big sin. Slowly go back into your life, maybe 5 years down the line, 10 years back, 15 years back, 20 years back. Slowly, very, very slowly, start going back. Be aware of that little child within you. Maybe this mistake has happened when you were a small little child. Maybe you were just young. Look at yourself. How were you when you were 10 years old, 15 years old, 20 years old, a young person? There were so many new things happening in life, so many changes happening in life. Maybe one of us have made some mistake, committed a crime, even a sin. Be aware of those moments, be aware of your issue, be aware of the guilt energy that is there within you. Look at that small child who is looking at you with tears in his or her eyes. That small child is so scared because he or she has made a mistake. That small child is looking at you as if you are his parent, his mother or father. And the small child has already made the mistake, has already done the crime. He or she is looking at you with tears in their eyes. They are scared. They're just thinking, what will happen now? Will I be forgiven or will I be punished? Will anyone ever understand why I made this mistake? Will anyone ever understand that I did not want to do this intentionally? Will anyone ever understand that I am still innocent? I am not happy by making this mistake. I will not do this again. But will anyone ever understand this? That small child within you is scared. There is tear in their eyes. There is fear in their heart. And they are looking at you. Think about it. What will you say to this child? क्या बोलेंगे आप इस बच्चे को कि तुमसे इतनी बड़ी गलती हुई कि हम तुमको कभी माफ नहीं करेंगे? You deserve to be punished, to be tortured, to be tormented. Or will you actually go ahead and hug that child and say it's okay, गलतियां सबसे होती हैं, आपसे भी गलतियां हुई हैं, it's okay बेटा, हम आपको माफ कर देते हैं, don't worry, you have learned your lessons and that is okay. Will you actually go ahead and slap that child? Or will you go ahead and wipe his tears? Look at your own childhood. Look at yourself. That small little you are standing in front of you and waiting for your decision. Will you punish yourself or will you forgive yourself? Will you hit yourself, hate yourself, torture yourself, or just show love and mercy on that small little child? What do you deserve? Think about it. Slowly, imagine you're turning into a brilliant, beautiful white light. This white light is the light of the soul, not the body. Verbalize and say, I am the soul. I am not this physical body. This body is very, very temporary only for this incarnation. I, the soul, I am forever. Look at that small little child in front of you and imagine that child turning into a small little beautiful white light. Now try to realize even that small little body is so temporary. The mistake which you have done is so temporary only for this lifetime. But the soul is forever. The soul has gone through so many lifetimes, has gone through so many mistakes, so many punishments, so many good things, so many bad things. Life does not belong to that one mistake only. आपकी सोल की आत्मा की पूरी जिंदगी वो एक गलती वो एक गुनाह पे खत्म नहीं होती है. उनकी जर्नी बहुत बड़ी है. क्या आप उस एक गलती के लिए लाइफ टाइम्स के बाद लाइफ टाइम्स तक अपने आप को सजा देते रहेंगे? कभी माफ नहीं करेंगे? Maybe that crime was committed by this body. Will you forgive the soul or will you torture the soul just because of the crime of the body? Think about it. Now put your hands in front of your heart. Look at that small little white light in front of you who is innocently looking at you, waiting for your decision. If you can truly forgive yourself today, if you can truly forgive that small inner child within you today, then do this forgiveness with me. Look at that soul and say, Atma Namaste. Take your name and with lots of love say, Atma Namaste. Pyali, Atma Namaste. I, the soul, humbly salute the divinity within you. We are all children of God, children of the Supreme Being. We all make mistakes. I know you have made a mistake. I know you have committed a crime. But it's okay. I forgive you. I forgive you totally, completely, unconditionally. I forgive you for whatever hurt and pain you have caused. I forgive you for not doing the things right. I forgive you for each and every time you have made a mistake or a crime or even a sin. You are forgiven, dear. You are really, really forgiven. because I realize you are a soul making mistakes and learning from those mistakes. It's the part of the evolution process. So I forgive you. I forgive you. I completely forgive you. I let go all energies of hatred, anger, guilt that I have in myself for you. I forgive you. I forgive you. Please forgive me for my mistakes. Please forgive me for hating you. Please forgive me for torturing you. Please forgive me for constantly saying these lines. And I will never forgive you. You don't deserve love. You don't deserve forgiveness. Whatever negative lines that I have used for you, may they all be cancelled. May they all be withdrawn. If I have ever cursed you, may all these cursed energies be withdrawn forever and ever. Please forgive me. I'm sincerely sorry. I have grown up. I have become matured. I am trying to forgive everyone. But I forgot about you. I forgot to forgive you. I am loving everyone, but I forgot to love you. Please forgive me. I release you from all negative thoughts, thoughts of hatred, anger, revenge. Please release me from these thoughts. I, the soul, I release my own childhood from all negative thoughts. I release myself from all the negative thoughts of my childhood. I release you, please release me. I, the soul, ask for forgiveness from you, the soul. Please forgive me. I forgive you, please forgive me. May the divine supreme God bless us with his love, mercy, compassion, and forgiveness. May the divine supreme God neutralize our negative karma. May peace be with you and with me. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May any and all negative thoughts attached to me be cut, cut, cut. May all negative thoughts attached to me from my childhood be cut, cut, cut. Put your hands in the blessing position. Imagine that small child in front of you. That small child is still in fear. Will you completely forgive that child? Bless that child today with so much of love that all his fear energies are transmuted into love, love, and only love. To the divine, supreme God, to the all merciful, all loving God, to Lord Buddha Kuan Yin, the Buddha of love and mercy. Thank you for blessing my childhood. Thank you for blessing this soul with love, mercy, compassion, and forgiveness. May every single moment of this childhood, of this soul be healed. May all the pains, all the trauma
all the energies of unforgiveness be healed deeply. Let love energy flow through the soul. Heal the past, heal the present, heal the future. May any and all negative energies that I have personally given to myself be completely healed. May all my negativity against myself be healed. May my relationship with myself, with my childhood be healed. Thank you, God. Thank you for your love, mercy, compassion. We have limitations. We cannot change our past, but God has no limitations. Let God's energy heal our childhood, heal our past forever and ever. Be super, super receptive and accept these healing energies within your system, within your life. Look at that small child smiling at you. Go to that child, wipe the tears, and give him or her a tight hug. And once again say, take your own name and say, you are forgiven. I love you. Pyali, you are forgiven. I love you. In full faith, so be it. Now together we will invoke that the divine energy of the twin heart meditation that will come down during this THM is going to heal each and every chakra of our system. It's going to heal our past, heal our present, heal us completely. The beautiful energies of the love, light, and power is going to heal our relationship with ourselves. In full faith, so be it, so be it, so it is.